And without any further ado, Ventus, I guess we'll transition right onto this series because we have got ourselves a certified banger on hand.
Oh, yes, we do. Arrival versus Hydra. Both these teams, are power ranked within the top five of Rival League. Both, same record, I believe, at 6-2. They're trying to stay atop their divisions respectively, and these teams, have seemed to be right outside the cusp of these talks of the number one team in Rival League. And this game right here is going to be a big decider and a big showing of how they are going to look in the playoffs, because this might be a rematch that we see in the playoffs with how good these teams are and how good their records are.
Yeah, no, I mean, a lot of people were really talking about these two teams. Hydra seems to have been, near the top for most of the season. Arrival had a little bit of a rough start to the season. Had some tough competition with Pineapples and Vortex. Are only two losses, but besides that, they've been pulling off some wins here, moving the roster around. It looks like they're gonna be going with Cynical tonight for their third. So it'll be Crip, Chad, and Cynical, or not Crip. I don't know why I say Crip. Look, I looked right next to it. Now, Crip will not be in this matchup. He'll be streaming this matchup. Shout out to Crip. We love our boy Crip here, pulling the stream. He will not be on the pitch. It'll be Lucian on the pitch. I should know my own team at this point. I think Ventus, but yeah, definitely some great players in the lobby here, and yeah, it should be an exciting matchup here. It looks like we got everyone joined in. So I want to get two things from Juventus. I want to get a prediction, and I want to get a player to watch from each team from you.
Oh man, so this is going to be such a difficult prediction here. I think that it's going to go the distance. I think it's going to be a game five, but I think Arrival is going to clutch it out. I think Lush is going to be the player to watch. He's going to kind of stand out this match. I think he's going to have some insane goals and really carry this Arrival team to a win.
Alrighty, well, we are gonna have to see as we're getting things underway here. We have Arrival taking on Hydra in the Rival League, a battle between two of the top teams in Arrival League. As we mentioned, Arrival is going to be in the blue tonight with Cynical, Lucian, and Chad, and then Hydra in the alternate reds here on the night with Dr. Brown, Oshi, and Saucy here. And I've heard some really good things, Ventus, about this Dr. Brown character, new to Nemesis this season, but he's already made a name for himself here in the first couple weeks.
Yeah, he definitely has. And he's meshed so well with Hydra. Almost all of Hydra kind of not super known players. A lot of people going into the season didn't expect too much from Hydra, but they've continued to put up results, and it's been a lot due to this Dr. Brown fellow. You talked about him being a new rookie, and he has just been so composed under pressure. He must have been playing in other leagues before this one, because he seems to just mesh really well with every player he plays with, and he's been a big reason for this Hydra success.
Yeah, he definitely has, and he's certainly my player to watch for on that Hydra. And as they're getting a little passing play going here, shoot it towards the backward Lucian, be forced up to make a save, able to get it away. As Dr. Brown again trying to send it in. That one going to go just a little bit wide. Lucian with a big 50. Cynical trying to turn it around, but Saucy is able to get out and get that touch away here. As starting off this game here, still 0-0. Chad looking to take it up, trying to go underneath there. Going to get a 50 as Lucian going to send this one in. Dr. Brown going to get a big clear through. Just Chad back for the moment. That one going to go way up high. Lucian with a great clear, able to get that one away. And Juventus, I'm very curious to see, how this duo between Lucian and Chad is going to go. They were teammates last season in the Rival League. Didn't quite have the ending result that they wanted, but they're back for another run here, and they're definitely a scary duo. As I say that, they're going to throw it off the backboard and put it in.
Yeah, and you can see why they're such a scary duo right here. Lush setting it up to the backboard and gets a demo, and Arrival is very, very good at getting these demo plays and opening up the field of play. Chad's usually the one that I see getting a lot of these demos, but Lush right there getting a great demo on the last man back and leaving it there for Chad. And there's going to be a lot of these plays where Chad is going to open up the field by getting a bunch of demos, and it's just going to be really difficult for Hydra to recover, and it's going to be really easy to fall into Arrival's trap. But as I say that, Oshi going to put a great shot on net and sneak that one past the defender to even up the scoring.
Yeah, Lucian jumped up, and this one just a little bit wide. Chad tried to race back, couldn't quite get to it, and a nice shot from Oshi. Gonna find that nice angle off the corner, able to put it in and tie things up. And one apiece. And Saucy sends this one down. Lucian going to take a little bit of a touch there. Dr. Brown looking in the midfield, trying to find Oshi again. Cynical can't quite touch Chad. Going to send it out, going to pop it up high. Cynical is hunting down Saucy. He's forced to the backboard. Going to make the touch off to the corner. This one pops up high. Lucian trying to come through, putting down in the midfield. Chad faking it by one, looking to turn it around. He's going to pop it up high. Going to take it over the top. It's down in the midfield, but Oshi gets back for the save. Oh my goodness. Ventus, how did he get back to that one?
I honestly have no clue. He's just trying to cover as much of the net as possible. Another great shot by Chad coming out. And you know, when you're in that situation, you make your first save. You're just trying to get as much of the net covered as possible. Maybe a 1v2 coming out on the play, but no, not going to be able to happen. But or maybe another shot. No, Arrival not going to be able to capitalize on this counterattack. But yeah, I mean, an insane save and completely unexpected and unfortunate for Arrival.
Yeah, that one, a big opportunity, but a huge save going to come through as Deitch had a little bit of fake, and it'll give Lucian an opportunity for a big shot there, but Saucy going to pick that one up. The Cynical trying to get back to that one. It's actually going to pinch down in their end. This one going towards the net, but Lucian able to get back just in time. Got a minute 30 left here in game number one. This one dropping down, opportunity, but Cynical going to come through, get a big save of his own there as he's sending it down. Deitch trying to extend there. Dr. Brown going to put it off the corner. This one off the backboard. It's floating in the midfield, but Oshi is going to get to it. Chad still trying to keep this pressure on. It's dropping down. Cynical looking to shoot it towards the net. Double commit comes through from Hydra. As Arrival looking to keep control. Lucian drops it down. Here comes Chad trying to send it in. It's off the crossbar, off Lucian's car. It's not going to go in there. And that one, another one they might want back here as Cynical is up now trying to send it in. The pressure from Arrival is going on the Hydra net right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's just insane. But Hydra has still held on, even though they are being outshot 12-4 right now. That about triple Hydra's shots on net, and another shot coming out by Lucian, not going to be on target. But I mean, this Arrival squad just completely penetrating this Hydra team with so many attacks, and finally they're going to break the armor of Hydra, break that defense down, and you know, Cynical going to find the back of the net.
And Cynical, definitely my player to watch on Arrival here to see how he's going to fit in. And he's going to find a huge shot right there to give him the lead after all that pressure. They're going to find one in. But can they hold on here and pull this into a game one victory here? 30 seconds left now. This one in Arrival zone. Chad taking it across his net. Doesn't quite have the boost. Going to get demoed midair. This ball's going to pop up. Dangerous. Here comes Dr. Brown looking to fire that one in, but just a little bit wide. Cynical looking to take control, trying to get this one out. Going to pop it all the way down. Wasting a lot of time sending it towards the net there. Dr. Brown going to find a big 50. Cynical going to make a turn, pushing this one up towards the net. Hydra got to try to make a run here, but Lucian, he doesn't want to be any part of that. This one going towards the net, it's going to go in at 0 seconds. He puts one more for the road, and Arrival going to take game one.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, maybe a bit of a miss there by Saucy. Lucian just going to let it go, and it's already on target. So, but I mean, I want to talk about Cynical. He was playing fantastic. He had so much ball control when he was going for these air dribble plays, and he was making some great cuts in the rotation, you know, freeing up the space, keeping the pressure on Hydra. And I feel like he played really well without, you know, necessarily have been playing that much with Chad and Lush. And those three together just able to generate so much offense. It was very suffocating for Hydra, and you know, having to deal with that, and then also, you know, watching out for those bumps and demo attempts coming out on the side of Arrival as well. It was so difficult for them just to stay in the game. But I mean, their defense was looking very good for most of game number one. I'm hoping that, you know, Hydra will be able to find some signs of life in game number two.
Yeah, we'll have to see. The shot differential was crazy in Arrival's favor in that one. They had 16 shots in that game number one. And when you get 16 shots on net, Ventus, you know, you're going to win most of the time there, even with Hydra's excellent defense for most of that game. But now they're going to have to look towards game number two. And Ventus, as we head into this one, what do you need to see from Hydra to try to tie the series back up?
I think they need to hold pressure more in the midfield. They need to fake challenge more, get the ball off of the Arrival players' cars, and anything to just keep the, you know, pressure from Arrival to a minimum, because, you know, you do not want to have extended periods of time on defense, especially when you're dealing with this Hydra squad. And it looks like a passing play coming out there. Saucy almost finds the top corner. He's going to try to look for another pass, but Lush going to clear this one away. So hopefully Hydra just can hold on to their strong defense, but then add in some more passing and some more pressure in the midfield just to stave off the Arrival offense.
Yeah, no, and it looked like they had a really great passing play, but Lucian was just up to the task there, able to save that one away. So Hydra, they do have these passing plays in their arsenal. Just got to see if they can connect on a couple more of them here and put some, like you mentioned, some more sustained pressure on Arrival here. Cynical finds the demo, but it drops down to Dr. Brown. This one off the backboard. Here comes a turnaround towards the net, but Chad is going to make the save, and Hydra started out on the offense, but this one sent back down. Saucy be forced to send it to his corner. This one popped up. Dr. Brown looking to take control. This one into the corner. Chad gonna find a stop, but Oshi is coming through that one. A dangerous ball there, but Lucian is gonna make a save on the goal line. And it looks like here, Ventus, in the early moments, it seems like the tables have kind of flipped a little bit. Hydra have 5 shots to 0.
Yeah, they've definitely come out swinging, but I mean their shot quality hasn't been that great. I know they had one miss that was a pretty difficult shot, but I mean that alone isn't enough to break down this Arrival defense. They're kind of showing that Arrival, can do it all. Hydra is showing great signs of life. I'm super happy to see that they've been able to generate some pressure, but they need to start scoring some goals in order for me to have some more faith in their abilities. Whereas, Arrival, very easily holding on to the defensive side and, not really letting much in. As I say that, Caster Disaster, Hydra, a great shot by Oshi, gonna put that one under Thigh Chad and around Cynical.
Oh my goodness, that was an insane shot from Oshi right there. Yeah, getting the flip reset, sending it over the last defender. What a play right there by Oshi, who's had a couple of big goals so far this series. We weren't really sure what to expect here. A lot of talk about Dr. Brown, who's been kind of the star player for Hydra, but Oshi has had a couple of great goals thus far here. No bigger one than that one right there. Able to give his team the lead here in game number 2. Hydra looking to tie up this series. Sent back in. Saucy gonna take some control here. Got a lot of boost to work with. Gonna flick it by one. This one gonna pop up. Cynical sends in the midfield. Oshi, a little bit of a double commit. Chad gonna drop this one down in his own corner. This one, a shot coming through. Saucy is gonna sneak it by the defense, and Hydra have a 2-goal lead.
Wow, and I mean the confidence by Saucy to cheat up. I mean, I'm not sure if he was the one that double committed with Oshi or not. I couldn't really see on the replay camera, but able to have that confidence in his team that he can cheat all the way up to the Arrival corner and look for a shot attempt. And I mean, not the best touch by Thigh Chad, but even after that, he covered almost 90% of the shots that could be had, and Saucy just gonna find that one area that the net not covered by Thigh Chad, and a great play there by Saucy.
Yeah, another great one, and now Hydra is trying to turn on the offense. This one's going to ring off the crossbar, but a follow-up attempt is going to be denied away. Hydra almost able to find a third goal to their ledger here. Cynical looking to get to this one. Not a lot of boost. Chad drop this one down. Lucian trying to get up to it. He's going to push it down, looking to find the 50. Going to send this one up into the corner, but Oshi going to bang it out here. Chad looking to send it in. Cynical now pushing this one towards the back where Lucian, big opportunity, but that one not going to go. A couple misses on both sides. This one going to go just a little bit wide. A turn in the corner. Lucian trying to send it back, looking to find the 50. Going to do so. Trying to find another pinch, but that one not quite going to find its way on target. And that one right there, one of only 2 shots for Arrival right now, Ventus. 1:20 remaining, and the tables have most definitely turned.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like the complete opposite of game 1. It seems like Hydra in complete control of the midfield, able to create sustained pressure in the Arrival half, going for these bump plays, Dr. Brown going for that bump, and they've been able to pull out some crazy plays. Oshi with a great, fake flip reset into a shot around 2 defenders, and so, I mean, Hydra have looked so calm, composed, which is very different than we saw in game number 1. Maybe some stream nerves. A lot of these guys aren't super well known in Nemesis, and obviously Dr. Brown, kind of a new player into Nemesis as well. And so maybe that might have been the case. Is Saucy gonna find and sneak another goal into the back of the net right around Cynical, and Hydra gonna go up 3-0.
Yeah, that one just sent a long way. Cynical can't quite get back to it, and Hydra continuing with their offense here as they send another one in the net. 3-0 now in favor of Hydra. They have most definitely turned it around, and with 40 seconds remaining, Arrival gonna need a little bit of a miracle here as Cynical Just trying to pass it down. Dr. Brown gonna like take control, gonna flick this one towards that. Cynical has to get up to that one. Nice save away, but might be a little bit too late here as Dr. Brown gonna try to find another touch. Ishad still gonna get to it, gonna get it by one, looking to take control, but instead he's erased off the pitch. This one gonna be sent down now. Lucian trying to take it back, gonna give it to Daichad. He's trying to get to another one. This one gonna be taken by Dr. Brown, popped up high. Oshi looking for one more, sending off the backboard. Hydra trying to keep this going here as the time is gonna tick down. And this one, once again in the corner, looking for maybe one more for the road, but regardless of what happens here at 0 seconds, Ventus, Hydra gonna take the win. A pretty dominating performance in that one.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like dominating is an understatement even. I mean, Hydra having 12 shots to Arrival's 2, completely reverse of game 1. They didn't even have to, make any saves on defense, and I mean, Hydra just looked so good. They were controlling the midfield just so well and able to just hold that pressure anytime Arrival was trying to get the ball out of their half. Hydra always had somebody in rotation to either cut and take the ball off the car or contest and get a 50 in the midfield. And the Hydra players were just quick onto the rotation to follow up those loose balls and forcing Arrival to make these awkward touches or awkward saves and just capitalizing and making the most of their chances. So, I mean, some great play out of Hydra.
Yeah, no, Hydra definitely turned it around a little bit. They didn't look too bad in game number 1, but turning it around with some big save or with some big offense in game number 2 as opposed to their big saves in that game number 1. And now as we head to this game number 3, a very crucial one here for both teams. Arrival kind of got the first punch, but Hydra able to punch back. And now as we look in this game 3, Ventus, this is the breakaway game here. This one will determine who's going to put themselves on match point.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I never want to go down to match point when I am not in the lead. And I mean, neither does Chad. Apparently. He's going to take that one and put it over the last defender to give the Arrival a 1-goal lead. And that's something that we haven't really seen, is that Arrival pressure and a good flick and a little bit of an early commit as the last defender. But it's hard to make that challenge when you have Lush looking to get a demo and Cynical as a passing option. You kind of just have to insta challenge and hope that you can block off the angles that Arrival are looking to capitalize on. But obviously Chad, no slouch to his gameplay, and he's gonna put that one in the back of the net.
Yeah, nice one from Arrival, able to get an answer after getting shut out in the last game. And Chad again, they're gonna clear that one away. Because yeah, this one once again a very important match. Both these teams, Chad trying to find another flick. As both these teams, they only play once in the regular season as non-conference opponents, so this could be a big one in terms of tiebreakers potentially when we get down to the seeding for season 12 here at the very end. So both these teams really want this one as a big demo comes through. Here comes Cynical, looking to bang it in. He does. The Chad opens up the space, and Cynical sends it home.
Yeah, and I mean, that's what I'm used to seeing, is Chad able to get the demo, Luge getting a touch, and Dr. Brown just not able to read it, and Cynical gonna clean that one up for the open net. And that's exactly what you want to see if you're Arrival. These plays where you're just suffocating them with offense. It seems like game 1 all over again. Arrival already getting 4 shots in the first minute to Hydra's 1, and another demo by Chad. I talked about Chad getting demos in game number 1, and he's definitely heard me at least this game, and he's gotten 2 already. Gonna open the net for Cynical to put second goal home.
Yeah, that one, another another big shot right there. And yeah, you mentioned Chad with his demos. I mean, that guy has been putting in a lot of work this season, and it's interesting. It's interesting to note here, Ventus. Arrival kind of went on this run. Chad has been on vacation before last week. He was gone for 4 straight matches. So Arrival was playing with Maddie, Lucian, and Cynical here. So no captain, no AGM in Chad, but he really has left what am I looking for? He really hasn't left any doubt that he's a top player in Rival League, and he's kind of picked up right where he left off, and finding those demos, opening up space. It's been really big for this team.
Yeah, and Chad isn't necessarily the huge flashy type. He's more of an enabler. He just opens all that space. He keeps the pressure in the midfield. He has good shooting. He's all around just a really good player. But I mean, Dr. Brown gonna find the back of the net. A great pass from Oshi. It looks like he was able to get a 50 on Cynical to put it back in the midfield, and Dr. Brown gonna just put that one in the back of the net and or right around Lush, and at least ease the damage that Arrival has been able to do.
Yeah, and Hydra gonna find one back here. As that one, another big bump. Oshi trying to get to that one. That one going. Is it gonna be on the net? Not quite. That one almost found its way through there for Hydra. And this one might find its way through for Hydra. It is gonna find the back of the net. Saucy gonna bang it in off the sidewall.
Yeah, and I mean, this is what we saw in game number 2, where Hydra able to hold the midfield so well. You see Dr. Brown there, patrolling the midfield, making sure they couldn't play anything in the central area of the map, and Saucy already there on the sidewall, able to pick up that loose ball that Daichad hit away just due to the pressure that Hydra was creating. And, just a great play from Hydra, and it seems like this one's much more neck and neck now. We saw, a huge Arrival game where they were just so dominant. And then we saw a huge Hydra game where they were so dominant. A great save coming out by Oshi on that Chad shot and follow-up shot as well. And I mean, now we're seeing it's much more neck and neck from these two teams.
Yeah, this is kind of what we were expecting. Both these teams had their big opportunities, in their respective games. Arrival taking that game 1 win, a lot of pressure. Hydra taking that game 2, and now things have sort of equalized here. Arrival still holding on to that 1-goal advantage at the moment. As this one to be sent towards the backboard. Lucian gonna take control, throwing this one off the corner, trying to stay with it, looking to pop this one up. Saucy gonna connect and find another pinch off the sidewall. This one's up. Daichad sending it towards the backboard. This one's dropping down. Here comes Cynical. He's gonna put it in, and a hat trick for Mr. Cynical.
Yeah, I mean, he's just been there sitting in the midfield waiting for these plays to come out, the plays to open up. I know he got 2 goals off Daichad's demos, and now an assist from Daichad to Cynical. These two seeming to click really well. And then you just have Lush, he hasn't been, there. He's just been back holding down the defensive fort. And once Lush gets into these plays, I mean, Arrival is going to be so dangerous with how well they're clicking.
Yeah, they're clicking very well. Really a 3-headed monster at the moment. And this one popped up. Lucian sending out to Cynical. He's trying to find the pre-flip 50. He's going to find a touch, but it's still going to be in Hydra's control for the moment. They got to try to bring this one back here as they find themselves down by 2. That one an open net opportunity, but not quite able to put it on target. We rushed it just a little bit here. This one floating across the midfield, and Cynical has to make the save. He's also going to pick himself up a savior medal. This one's still dangerous in midfield. Hydra trying to put on that pressure there, but Arrival going to hold on for the moment here as we're down to a minute remaining here. Ventus, Hydra got to start cooking a little bit on the offensive end.
Yeah, they definitely do, and that double commit does not help there. It's going to open up the path. Maybe a Daichad is going to get this double touch on target. Not going to do so, and that's a rough miss, but Hydra going to hold on for just a bit longer. 2 goals is very doable in a game, but they got to start the scoring really soon. Hopefully, Arrival, they're going to hold that pressure in the midfield. Looks like Cynical going to go for a double touch. Not going to be on target, going to be off the crossbar. Lush, a little bit of an early commit, and we'll see if this comes back to haunt Arrival.
It is not as Cynical is able to get back just in time for that one, as that was a big opportunity. This one could also be a big opportunity. Here comes Saucy. He's going to fire it, but Cynical, a pre-flip save. Oh my goodness. He's having himself a game here in this game number 3. As this one dropping down to the midfield, getting cleared away. Last opportunity for Hydra. 12 seconds remaining here, trying to fire this one down towards the net. It's dropping down. Cynical, why not pick up a second savior medal there? As this one popped in the corner, out in the midfield. Daichad gonna send it down, and Arrival gonna take this game here as Cynical. That one's gonna go in, and he's gonna break the 1K mark with that last second own goal.
Yeah, I mean, he just, Dr. Brown just wanted the 1K game to happen. He saw that, Cynical was just on the cusp there, and I mean, a huge standout game by Cynical. I mean, Rockerman, you talked about Cynical being the one to watch on this Arrival roster, and you can see why right there. 4 goals, 6 saves. I mean, great shooting percentage, 4 for 6. Had some demos thrown in there as well, and I mean, he was a big reason that Arrival was able to not only, hold off Hydra, but it looks like Arrival won very handedly, where, they were much closer in shots, 11 to 10, so much closer on that front. And it was a very close game, but Cynical pulling out all of the stops, all of the crazy saves, the pre-flip save to save it off his own post. I mean, he was just absolutely insane.
Yeah, he was, and he's actually gonna outscore the entire Hydra team combined in that last game there. So that man absolutely went off there, leading his team to a game 3 victory. And yeah, heading into game number 4, we're gonna have to see what they can do. And yeah, Cynical has definitely stepped up there. Hearing a little bit from Arrival, I know that Cynical is mostly a twos main, and he was really trying to get into the threes rotation. And clearly Ventus, it looks like he's found a little bit of something in that threes rotation. He's gonna start it out with a big save right there.
Yeah, and I think his success is also has a lot to do with Thigh Chat. Just helping, making those passing plays, being that option for a demo, being there to hold the rotation, and just being that all around just solid player. You're kind of like rock player that you need in a team where you have the confidence to go for these shots, to cheat upfield more, and Lush as well. Just he's seeing, oh, Cynical's got this one. I'm just gonna take a back seat and kind of let Cynical do his thing. So they're really letting Cynical stand out and play the way he wants to play, and I think that's been very successful for this Arrival squad so far.
Yeah, it is, and yeah, you mentioned it a lot of times. Those first or second men, maybe don't get as much love as you want here with the demos, the assists there. And Chad, he's definitely one of those guys that can do that. And Cynical able to follow up behind that and put in some big shots and make some big saves in the last game. But now we're into game number 4 here. Hydra need this win to try to send us to a game number 5. Right now, they're going to send it back down. Cynical trying to make this touch. Going to grab it in the corner, looking to find another. Going to pop it by. This one could be dangerous. Almost slotted through, but Lucian was just there in time to get it. As that one, a big opportunity. And Lucian trying to find a demo of his own. But Hydra, a couple of early shots here, some early presence here in game number 4, Ventus.
Yeah, I mean it's been more back and forth than I thought, and Thigh Chad might get his own double touch, a great save. This is more of the defensive masterclass games that we've seen. Some great saves coming out from Lush, coming out from Hydra. Both these teams not wanting to back down an inch, not wanting to be the first one to give up a goal. As another great save there by Lucian off the crossbar of his own shot, or off the shot. And I mean, we just see so much great defense being played right now from both teams, neither wanting to be the first to crack.
Oh no, and that one is going to be put in by Cynical. Another demo is going to open up some space. I think that was Chad. Yeah, it was. Who else? And Lucian getting a bump of his own. My goodness, these two are just some menaces in the backfield.
Yeah, they definitely are, and I mean they are just like paving the way for Cynical. They might be trying to help him stat pad. Maybe they're trying to get him player of the week. And I mean they have just been such a nuisance to this Hydra squad. I mean they are very annoying and difficult to play. I have played against Thigh Chat and the Thigh Chat Lush duo, and whenever they get into their demo swings, it gets so frustrating as a team. And if you're Hydra, you really gotta hold the mental together. Maybe get some demos of your own. You see Saucy get one there, and it's gonna come down to just how strong they can stay, how well their mental can hold intact, and making up for those mistakes and those overcommits if the Arrival does so when they try to get these bumps and demos.
Yeah, definitely might be getting in their heads a little bit here with those demos. As now Arrival holding on to this 1-goal lead. Is that one is a big miss? This one just gonna be shot towards the net. Saucy is gonna put it in. A little bit of a miscommunication, it looked like, and Hydra is gonna tie it up.
Yeah, it looks like Lush was gonna leave it for Thigh Chad. Thigh Chad assuming Lush was just gonna touch it. Looks like maybe a delay in their communication. Maybe Lush, or they come at the same time, so neither of them went. But either way, a detrimental mistake from Arrival, allowing Hydra to just freely gain their way back into game number 4, because if you're Arrival, you don't want Hydra to gain any momentum. You don't want to have another game where Hydra is in control. You do not want this to go to game 5 with the momentum in favor of Hydra. You need to stop the bleeding. You need to stop the scoring. And some misses coming out, another crazy save, and I mean Arrival's gonna hang on.
Oh my goodness, that one was very dangerous though, and now Hydra has put on the offense. Arrival definitely boost Starb right here. That one, a big miss going to come through. Lucian is going to be able to send it down. Is this one an awkward ball? Oshi, not the touch he was looking for. Still able to get back up to, but going to allow Arrival to recover as another demo comes through. This one out of the midfield, Saucy going to pop it up high. Dr. Brown looking to take this one, trying to find another read off the corner there. Chad going to connect, going to send it back down. Oshi just going to parry it away to the corner. We're down to the final minute here in game number 4. Hydra looking to try to bring this one back. Saucy is up. Send this one off the backward. Can he find a double tap? It's going to go in. Saucy, what a shot by him. Able to take the lead.
Yeah, and it's a great beat by Dr. Brown on Lush, able to get that one perfectly to where Saucy can receive it very nicely, and he has a free double tap there. Chad having no boost to be able to contest, and Cynical playing a little bit too far in the midfield, playing a little bit assumptive that Lush was going to get a beat or a 50 on the touch of Dr. Brown's air dribble, and that's going to cost them dearly as Hydra going to take the lead with only 45 seconds remaining.
Oh, and they're going to add to it. Is Oshi going to get that one? And Dr. Brown finding the demo on Chad off the backboard. Nice play there.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Hydra getting a little upset at Arrival's demos. They wanted to get one of their own, leaving the net wide open for Oshi just to come in and clean it up. And, a 2-goal lead is very nice for Hydra. But, we've seen crazy things happen. Forbidden Temple as Saucy needing to make a diving save across net. We can't count Arrival out just yet. There is the potential for a comeback with 30 seconds remaining.
They're going to have to try to find it quickly, though, here. And, yeah, you mentioned it is Forbidden Temple after all. Some crazy things can happen. Lucian trying to add to that list here as he's looking to drop it down. He's going to land on it one more time. That one pinched out just a little bit. Dr. Brown is going to send it a long way, wasting a valuable time off the clock from Arrival. This one popped up. Gonna have to try to score with at least a second on the clock, but Saucy, a big challenge, able to push that one away. And loud desperation here. Lucian trying to get up to it. Can they put it in with time left? They cannot here. And Hydra gonna hold on. They are gonna take game number 4 in Ventus. What else would we ask for between these top teams than a game 5?
I mean, I don't know. I fully expected the game 5 to come out here. I mean, this game has been so back and forth. We saw so many demos coming out early from the side of Arrival, and then Hydra coming out with their own demos, kind of catching up to Arrival's demos. And I mean, we just see each of these teams just trying to play as scrappy as possible, holding on defense, trying to create so much pressure on offense. Maybe committing a little bit too far to on offense for both of these teams, as we saw, a mistake from Arrival that allowed Hydra back into the game number 4 and, kind of to reset the momentum in Hydra's favor. But, I mean, it's been a very, very good game, and, I'm super excited to see what these teams are going to bring out for game number 5.
Yeah, we're going to have to see as we're about getting ready to get into it here, Ventus. And before we do get into it, who you think's got this one? I know it's been super back and forth. It's probably a coin flip, but if you had to lean one away, you sticking with your prediction from earlier, or who do you got on this one?
I gotta stick with my prediction. I mean, I said that Arrival was gonna win in game 5. I think they can do it. I think they can stop the momentum that Hydra's gained from winning game number 4, and I think Lush needs to have a big game to do this. If Lush steps up big time, and he's that player that I know he can be, he can almost take Arrival by the wings, and make them fly on their own. So hopefully Lush gonna be that big deciding factor in this game number 5.
Yeah, we'll have to see what they can do here as we're into it. Game number 5, and a great pass comes down. It's Chad diamond it up to Cynical, who starts off the scoring.
Yeah, I mean, what a great pass from Chad. It is like perfectly out to Cynical, able to let Cynical generate so much power on the shot without sacrificing any momentum, and it was just perfectly played and a great pass. Another time where, the unsung hero, Chad, stepping up once again, kind of being that solid rock, and, that Chad to Cynical connection has really stood out this series.
Yeah, they've really been able to find each other in this one, and it's resulted in multiple goals, multiple assists on their end, and now they start out with the first goal here in game 5. Such a crucial one here. Put the pressure solely on Hydra's shoulders here to try to make something happen, because they're going to have to try to come back here. Cynical popping this one up, looking to stay with it, going to bang it down towards the net. Saucy, not a lot of boost. Dr. Brown is going to help him out there. A miss coming across. Cynical across the midfield, shooting this one off the backboard. Here comes Lucian, trying to put it in, and he will. What a passing play from Arrival.
Yeah, I mean, once again, Chad just finding those passing lanes. I keep talking about how good he's being at being an enabler, but it just doesn't do it justice. Able to find Cynical all the way across the field, and Cynical, not able to necessarily get that shot on target, needing to beat 1 or 2 defenders there, but Lush gonna be there as that third man cleanup crew and able to find that one in the back of the net to give them a 2-0 lead with only a minute into game 5. And
Oh, and they're looking for three. And they will find three. Nightshade gonna catch out the defense, and Arrival just putting on some scoring early on.
I mean, we saw Thyched to Cynical a lot, but how about some Cynical passing to Thyched there? Maybe these two. Who cares about Lush? The Cynical and Thyched seem to have formed a new duo for this Arrival squad that is so dangerous. But obviously Lush, a very good player. You can't count him out. He has his own shining moments, and he's been able to just hold in the midfield and be that first man into challenges some of the times on the defensive half, and able to break up a lot of these Hydra plays before they can really happen. So I mean, he's played very well in his own right.
Yeah, he has, and right now, Arrival holding on to the lead, and Lucian, he's going to get a gift here, able to send it in, his second of the game, and it's 4-0 Arrival. They're starting to pour it on a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a disastrous whiff from Oshi there, and it seems like I might have made the right call so far in this game number 5, sticking with my gut, going with Arrival. They seem to come out swinging. Some mistakes from Hydra, have really been a huge factor in this as well, but Thyched and Cynical being so well. Oh no, Oshi not able to find that one on target, and that one's disastrous as well for Hydra. Just a little bit more into hurting the mental of these Hydra players. The demos are one thing, but when you miss an open net like that, one where you need to get back in this game is just very detrimental to the team, and hopefully they can shake that one off.
Yeah, no, that one is going to be one they're going to want back. And yeah, in a game like this, game 5, where everything's on the line here, every little mistake can matter that much more here. And unfortunately, a couple mistakes from Hydra have put them in a bad position here, but still halfway in this game. 4 goals, maybe a tough hill to climb, but just got to start out with one here. Saucy tries to drop it down. Lucian gonna bang it out, but demoed for his efforts. Dr. Brown dropping it down. This one can be sent off to the side though. Hydra gotta start trying to put some pressure on this one. Banged high off the backward. Cynical erasing the net, trying to find a follow through, but Dr. Brown able to get there just in time to keep that one away. As Oshi sending this one out. Lucian putting on that pressure. Saucy gonna get it around him here, but the time is most certainly ticking here. Ventus, it's their biggest enemy here in this one, and Hydra, they just really need to find something right now.
Yeah, they definitely do, and they might get one there. Not a good enough shot to beat out Thyched. Dr. Brown looking for a double tap, not going to get that one. Arrival seemingly able to hold on. I think their game plan is just to clear the ball away, waste as much time. We have a 4-goal lead. Try to hold on as much on defense. It doesn't matter if we let in a goal as long as, we've saved the first 2 or 3 rounds of shots, and it seems to be Arrival's game plan. They're just trying to hold on to the end of game number 5.
Yeah, they've got a minute 20 to do so here. Is this one sent down to Thyched? Look for the redirect, but Saucy, he was there able to block that one away. As Dr. Brown looking to find one of his own. Flip reset can be cut out by Thyched. As this one popping down. Dr. Brown looking for a nasty angle, but that one a little bit too tight even for him. As this one can be sent off the backboard, trying to find anything is Hydra here, but the final 60 seconds and the time once again ticking away. Every second is a second closer to an Arrival win here. This one dropped down. Dr. Brown trying to find it there. It's going to go off the post, though. They can't connect on that one. Another heartbreaker there, Ventus. And it looks like, barring any disastrous outcomes, Arrival is going to be looking to take this game 5.
Yeah, they definitely are, and I mean, it'd be a completely different story if that they were able to score that shot or score the open net earlier in the game 5, and now it's just come an easy time waste. Every time Arrival gets a clear into the orange half, it takes another 10 seconds off the clock, and it looks like Lush and Cynical, they decided, maybe we'll play some offense after all. Go to the orange half. Cynical with a great dunk on Oshi, kind of a pre-jump dunk, and then Lush gonna put that around the last 2 defenders, and I don't think that there's any way Hydra could even come back. 5 goals in 20 seconds. They haven't been able to score in game number 5, and Arrival has just been looking so dominant. And I think this series is just over.
Yeah, it definitely looks to be that way here, and it should result in that way. Lucian is going to come out with a hat trick. Cynical with a playmaker there, so they're definitely cooking there. Cynical's looking for one more for the road, but a huge win here for Arrival in a tough fought series, Ventus. I mean, two of the top teams in Arrival, giving us a show here, and Arrival going to be the ones taking that big win, looking to fight for that number one seed.
Yeah, I mean this series definitely did not disappoint. Hydra had some great moments, and the in spots they looked better than Arrival, and it's just it's a 5 game series. Sometimes the series go to the distance. You got to be able to put up consistently across the entire series, and Arrival able to do that. Hydra just not able to finish some of those shots in game number 5, and that's really what it took. If they scored those two goals earlier, they would have stopped the bleeding earlier as well. And it's a much easier comeback when you have 2 goals to your name, or that you're able to score in a game. And so when they're not able to do that, it's so difficult to come back from. And I mean, a great showing from Arrival. Chad played outstanding. Cynical played amazing, and then Chad, stepped it up, got a hat trick in game number 5. So I mean, I feel like my prediction was pretty good there, Recommend. What do you think?
Hey, I'll agree with you there. You're right on the money there. On Arrival game 5 victory over Hydra, and Arrival gets that win that they were seeking over the one of those top teams in the rival league this season. So we'll see where that can carry them the rest of the way, and we'll have to see how Hydra is going to rebound coming up on Wednesday. But yeah, what a great match right there, folks, on that one. Congratulations to Arrival on taking the victory, but we are going to have to head to a short break. Before we do, a quick reminder that if you guys are enjoying the stream, feel free to consider subscribing if you are able to. All the proceeds generated by the streams will go to paying back our commentators and streamers. So if you're enjoying the show, feel free to leave a little tip, if you will, a little sub, a little gifted sub, some bits, if you're able to, and support our casters and streamers that are putting hard work behind the scenes to keep everything rocking and rolling for you. But yeah, we gotta boogie. We gotta head on to match number 2 here to the Challenger League. We got Motion taking on Wraith. Gonna be another good one. So make sure you guys stick around, and we'll see you guys in a few minutes.